So it was election night last night, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. We have a special report. Election night over in Texas, and I am very sad. I am very sad to announce that Jasmine Crockett has lost her seat. I know. She's given us many days of entertainment, joy, fun, thrills, chills, cringes. Holy crap, I can't believe she's an elected official. But she has lost. What are we going to do? Also, Al Green, the guy who's done absolutely nothing but scream at the clouds. Angry old man with his cane, Al Green. He's also lost. What are we going to do? What's happening? The world is going upside down. I can't believe it. What will this country do? Also, the one-eyed pirate himself, Dan Crenshaw, is gone. Maybe he'll go back on his pirate ship and sail across the ocean seas and never hear or see from him again. Jasmine Crockett, Al Green, Pirate Dan, all defeated. All defeated last night. Let's take a moment and have a sip for the crazy people that, we still got a ways to go. We still got a ways to go. Because to tell you the truth, the people replacing them ain't much better. I don't think they're much better. I don't know. One can only hope and pray, but I don't think they're much better. I know, man, my hair is a wreck, dude. I just couldn't. I had to get up early and check the news, My hair is a wreck. I got to trim the old gray beard. I just couldn't sleep at night knowing that Jasmine Crockett and Crenshaw and Al Green will no longer be part of the political rumbling or whatever that's going on in this country. I mean, it's just what a shame. What a shame. I think we have to wait till November until they officially walk out. All right. Officially done. That's what I think. And we'll see. We'll see. How is everybody doing this morning? I promise my hair will be nice and groomed and combed for the meetup coming up. Ooh, it's really kind of disaster. Take care, King's Advisors. Thanks for stopping by. Kohlhauser said would rather see Crockett on the ballot. Would be easier for the GOP. I hear you on that. I hear you. I'm just glad they're going. I'm just glad they're going. Now, like I said, they're there till January 3rd. All right. So they got to get through Christmas. Ugh. Retro Collective, my brother over on Kick. I see you, man. He says hello from work. Are you coming to MegaCon, Retro Collective? Now I could be celebrating too soon because the replacements could be 100 times worse. So I don't know how you get worse than Al Green and Jasmine Crockett. That's all I'm saying. I don't know how that's humanly possible, but it is our government we're talking about here. It is our government. Never underestimate the power of the government to be worse than what they were before. Never. Oh. B-Man's like, I don't know what Jay's talking about. Man, B-Man, because you're not American. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Listen, like I said, all right. With the new elected much nuts. I mean, look, I can we just before we panic, can we just take a little victory lap though? Just a little victory lap. Just a small one. Dan Crenshaw was big, man. That was a big one. That was a big one. Um, I'm going on election. All right, so this is what we're gonna do today. I'm on election wizard, and I'm just gonna scroll down, and then you guys gotta tell me, is this good or bad? We're gonna play like smash or pass, but political style. Well, not really smash or pass. Let me rephrase the words here. Um, Let me rephrase the words. Let's just see. Let's just see what's going on here. I'm going through election wizard. Okay, Jeremy. Dang, man, that hurt. Yeah, it took a turn. Have you not been to one of my shows? I don't know. Election Wizard's first post is like massive strikes continue in Tehran. Dang. What? Wow. What a crazy thing to wake up to. Um, Wild. I love everybody has a special moment they wake up to. I've got something that if I don't see every morning when I wake up, my day's ruined. Imagine seeing this. Talk about your day really being ruined. Holy crap. And Wicked Virtue with the first super chat of the day with a big cup of Joe. Shout out. Jay, what's your omelet instruction? All right. We're supposed to be going over election stuff, but just for you, one egg, 1 spoon of mayonnaise, not a giant tablespoon, just a normal spoon. Whisk it really good in a little bowl. Whisk it good. Whisk it real good. Add a little salt, pepper, maybe a little hint of butter. Whisk it really good. You got to first try with 1 egg. I don't want y'all to ruin the eggs, okay? Very good for you. Whisk it really good. Put it in the microwave for about 50 seconds. If you like it, then you can up the ante a little bit. All right. Microwave eggs. Just try it once. All I ask is for everybody to try it once. All right. Right Writer says it's good, but I had to cook it longer. Every microwave is different. Okay. Every microwave is a little different. That's all I'm saying. Just a little different. But first try with 1 egg. Just like even if you want to add a hint of oil, whatever, like just try for it. If you like this is gross, that way you didn't waste 2 eggs. Okay. Mark says 52 seconds. I don't know what kind of microwave you have over there. All right. I don't know what you're working with. If you're working with the top brand from like Sears or you found it in a yard sale. So, Wicked Whisk. Wait, what? What did she say? Is she trolling me in the chat early this morning? How dare she? We got Vixen here. Says good morning. I need my glasses. All the ladies are here. Right, writer's here. She said it's good. She gotta go longer. I can't find her comment. She's freaking trolling me. How dare she? She says, good morning, chat. I didn't see where she said anything bad. All right. You kids and your fancy microwave cooked eggs, building a campfire isn't good enough to cook anymore. How long to cook it? Buddy. Ah. She says she's not trolling. I don't know. Jeremy Jans for $1. I have no idea what that's from. And Colza says one of my cousins is stationed there. Some prayers for her, please. Her, yeah, man, you got that, brother. You know you got that. When's the Daytona meetup, man? What is this chat, man? Yesterday was a wild day. I'm putting the package together for Lady Aaron D. Good morning. Please pray for President Trump and Vance and all that. Yes. Oh, every morning, huh? All right, here we go. Election alert. Texas U.S. Senate GOP primary. It looks like John wins. Is that a good thing? Did we want John to win? The incumbent? Is that no, it's not a good thing. It's a runoff? Oh. It goes into a runoff. That's why I'm here. That's why the chat is here for me. You guys, like, this is what we're doing. You guys are helping me out. I need to know what's going on. John is a rhino. We got to get John out. All right. So we need Paxton to win. Okay. All right. Do you think he has a chance? Does he have a chance? Wesley Hunt is way out. Like why did he even bother? Hold on, Captain. Sorry. Oh, my computer goofed. Sorry. John is a snake. Gotcha. I'm with you. It's going to run off, and Ken Paxton needs to win. All right. Does he have a chance? What's up, Bruce? Paxton is our guy. Okay, definitely has a chance. Okay. Does he have a chance, people? I need to know. Huh?
So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah!
It goes to a runoff. Cornyn and Wesley were hated. Paxton should collect Wesley's vote. Oh, okay. So if Wesley's votes go into Paxton, we got a winner. Chicken dinner. All right. Let's see what happens. But a waste of GOP resources will be spent on cornhole. Okay, got it. We don't want cornhole to win. Okay. All right. You guys are awesome here. This is why I love this chat. 300 people here. What are we doing? Republicans. All right, is this true? Republicans should be terrified of those numbers among Hispanic in South Texas. That is the result of warning nobody. The warnings nobody wanted to heed. Those aren't Republicans meddling in the primary. Those are 2024 Trump voters leaving the party. I don't know what they're saying here. Ahmad Hassan was running. Somebody named Ahmad Hassan was running for the Texas Senate. What? Bro, I had no idea. I just wanted to know if Jasmine Crockett didn't even stand a chance. Not even close. I know it's there. He got 1% of the vote. Wow. I don't know what this guy's talking about. Look at the liberal. That's so crazy, man. One little dot. Austin, San Antonio, Dallas, Houston, and El Paso voted blue. What is this guy talking about? That they lost the Hispanic vote. I don't see that any. Like, what does this chart have to say? I swear, all I see is fear mongering at its best. They always do this crap. It's aggravating, man. Trump's about to lose the election. I swear, we see the fear mongering. Trump just lost the election. JD Vance will never win thanks to the big beautiful bill. He betrayed us all. It's over for Republicans. It's done. Are you kidding me? Like, they say this every day. It's like they want to get clicks or something. Yeah, I guess so. You know what? You're right. The cope is wild. I don't know what this guy. Where's like? Where do I see Hispanic votes from? Like, what was this chart? This made no sense. Where are you saying that people are leaving the party? You showed this. So, because you're saying, hold on, I don't know how the primaries work in Texas. So you're saying because this guy only got 812 votes and this person got 1 million votes that they've left the party and voted Democratic? Like, that doesn't make sense. I think more people wanted Jasmine Crockett not to win. That's why they voted for the other guy. That's what I think. That's 100% what I think. I don't think it was a tag on Trump. I think she was so bad. I think she was so bad that they're like, we can't have her here at all. That's what I think. I could be wrong. Never bring the hood with you into politics. Why do you think she lost? Well, she brought it in before and she won. Chicken dinner, so white of you to say. LOL. Cole Hauser for Sue. Bro. Interesting. All right, let's keep scrolling down. Let's see what else they have to say. All right, what about this? What is the Texas Railroad Commissioner? Does that even matter? What is the Texas Railroad Commissioner? Is that important? I don't know. I've never heard of that. All right, well. Here's the big one. Seth Toth, did I say his name right? Has defeated sitting U.S. Representative Dan Crenshaw for the GOP nomination. Big win for America First. Maybe I should run for the Railroad Commissioner. Texas has open primaries. You mean a Democrat could vote for Republican? And a Republican can vote for Democrat? Is that for real? It's not like that in Florida. You have to be a registered, like, so if you want to vote in a, really? All right. In Florida, you have to be registered. That's weird. What if all the Democrats got together and decided to like vote for a Republican that they know would never win? That's wild. In Florida, you got to declare a party if you want to vote in the primaries. My problem is I'm independent, so I can't vote in primaries. I should probably change that. If you're a declared independent, you can't vote in primaries. You have to wait. Unless they change the law, but I don't think so. Same in Rhode Island, Jay. I have the same problem. Huh. You can only vote for one side, not mixed match. Mark says you got to register for the party here. Yeah. Shout out Rebellion. It's kind of weird, right? I can't vote in primaries because I'm unaffiliated. Same with me. You must declare in Ohio too. That's you would think that would make sense, right? That's kind of weird. Is that weird for y'all Texans that they do that? Did you guys want that changed or do you like it like that? I don't know. I don't live there, so I don't know. A Bonafide says you should be able to vote for whoever you want. You can in the general. This is primaries. It's a little different. So primaries, they vote for who is going to run. You know, that makes it easier. That's kind of, I don't know. I guess I'm used to my way. Oh, Lady Aaron D, we started putting your box together. It's gonna be so cool. Mm. I'm still waiting for that third party system that'll never happen in my lifetime. It's a nice thought, though. It's a nice thought. And what are you gonna do? You know. Exactly. Primaries are not government elections; they're party elections. Exactly. That's why. That's why I thought. That's what I think. That's why I was like, it's kind of weird that you could just vote for whoever if you're affiliated with a certain party. Mm, interesting. Well, Dan Crenshaw, dude, there was a time where I thought Dan Crenshaw would have made a great president, and all of a sudden, either he sold out, or someone wrote him a check, or something. And that dude, he hit like when they made fun of him on Saturday Night Live. I don't know if y'all remember this. When they made fun of him on Saturday Night Live, and he came out and gave speeches and everything, I was like, that's the guy. Veteran, blah, blah, blah. I was like, he's gonna be cool. It didn't take long for him to like, yeah, have a major heel turn. I was like, well, he's in Texas. He's not really in my state, so. And to me, it was like the Alex Stein stuff, man. The Crenshaw versus Alex Stein was wild to me, dude. That was freaking wild. Sorry, Jay, Texas 21. What does that mean? What does that mean, Cole Hauser? I have no idea what that means. Wait. Former Yankee Mark Terex won Texas 20. Oh, I didn't see this before. Oh, gotcha. 123. Actually, you were saying 21. Gotcha. I gotcha. We have a Crocs conversation in the chat. We had one yesterday. We'll keep it over there. Oh yeah, Crenshaw versus Sean Ryan too. It's weird, dude. He just didn't want to like. I don't know. Whatever. All right, let's keep going. Jasmine Crockett had something to say. She apparently ditched her ghetto talk.
So that's my news. Is that we're not going to have election results tonight, in my opinion.
She sounds so defeated, bro. She thought she had this in the bag, dude. Listen, just because you're social media, you have a large social media platform, doesn't mean that you're going to win elections. You know?
Opinion based upon what specifically is taking place in Dallas County. Unfortunately, this is what Republicans like to do. And so they specifically targeted Dallas County, and I think we all know why. So,
what? You literally couldn't concede. You literally blamed the Republicans for losing. Are you freaking kidding me, woman? She will be on The View. She's going to be on The View. She will be a regular on The View when this is all said and done. Or CNN. Or pick your poison. MSNBC. Whatever. She'll be a regular. Wild, man. Wow. That's crazy. They think Republicans wants James Talaracchio. I can't pronounce his name in office. Is James a crazy man?
I want you to enjoy yourselves, but I won't be back tonight because I have no idea of when we're going to get results, and I fully anticipate it won't be until tomorrow. So I love y'all too. Thank you so very much for being here. Love you down. I love you down, Dallas.
Man, I bet she had a massive party lined up. Massive. James is a fake gay progressive Christian. Wow. Yeah, we don't want one of those. Well, actually, we probably have a lot of those in office now. Let's see. I don't know. I just want to see the election result. Here's that. We already went through that. We saw that. What are they just repeating the post? I don't know what these are. Tony Gonzalez is definitely going to force a runoff in the 23rd. What is a runoff? Like if it's that close, I guess so, huh? Al Green is in serious trouble, trailing his Democratic primary challenger about 5 points with 68% reporting. Oh man, he's out, man. Green is out. Election wizard, you're not doing that. Like, where's all this? This is what I wanted to see. This stuff right here. Green is out. What is this? Man. What are we doing here, man? All I'm seeing is like all the news is reporting on Crenshaw, you know? Sorry, I'm like turned to the left here a little bit. Like that's like it must be a big one. Like New York Post, Crenshaw's out. Crenshaw's out. Dang, he looks drunk in that picture. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, if no candidate gets 50% of the vote, then the top two go head to head. Wow, another election. Is Jasmine Crockett heading to a runoff? I'm just reading the chat. Sorry, guys. Green is out for rent. No, Crockett's out. Okay. No runoff for Jasmine. She's going to blame the Republicans and racism. Watch. One last grasp of progressive straws, blaming the white man and Republicans. That'll be her last ditch effort to get out of here. Oh, sorry. Let me take this off the screen. Join the Patreon. A lot of people joined the Patreon yesterday. I appreciate it. Also, I think today I'm playing Resident Evil 9. It was gifted to me. It's going to be a disaster of historic proportions. I mean, historic. I don't know. Is there anything else Anything else happened last night that I should be aware of? As far as the elections go? Everybody's making fun of Jasmine Crockett. This is great. Jasmine Crockett basically gave up her seat to run for Senate and she lost. Yeah, pride comes before the fall. Pride comes before the fall. I'm just saying. Okay, let's listen to someone here. I got my first chest hair pretty sweaty. All right, brother. All right. Congratulations.
Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. This is Montgomery County, the Woodlands.
Wow.
This is the early vote. Again, this is Toth's base. I apologize. I've been saying it wrong. I only read these names on paper sometimes. But look at this. A monster margin in the early vote over the incumbent. 28 points. This is Toth's base, Montgomery.
Yep.
This is Harris, the other half. He's also leading the early vote there. What that means is 60% of the vote is in this district, and it's a 7,500 vote margin, nearly a 20-point margin for Toth over Crenshaw. Would need to win the same-day vote in the mother of all landslides if he is going to catch Toth at this point. Remember, Crenshaw, the only Republican without Trump's endorsement, incumbent in the House side in Texas, and starting to look like he needed it.
Steve Kornacki delivering the drama.
Bye. CNN also says some weird stuff. Man, my lighting is very colorful today. I don't know. Look at my face, like little red, little white, little hue, little puce color. So I'm like looking at this on my other screen. That's why I'm like turned. Let's see what we got here. The CNN also says the biggest loser tonight in the election is Trump. All right. I don't understand. It's all comes back. Trump is the president. Democrats' turnout in Texas has doubled since 2022. Trump's net approval has dropped 20 points. Huge Democratic wins in states across the U.S. 2026 ain't looking good for MAGA. It's a primaries, though, right? Trump's not running.
I think what's exciting is that whether it be Tallarico or Crockett, there's a lot of enthusiasm behind both. And you're seeing Democratic enthusiasm.
All right. Okay. Whatever you're about to say next is invalid. The fact that you literally said there's a lot of enthusiasm for Crockett, it makes the rest of your statement invalid. That's all I'm saying. Like, you can't start your statement about Trump with that one. That's just TDS. That's just ridiculousness. That's so stupid. I don't get it. There's no way that there's enthusiasm for Jasmine Crockett. I don't understand that. That doesn't make any sense. Cosplay as Crenshaw for Thursday's meetup at and Vindicta signing at MegaCon? No. One time I had the patch in my eye, right, for like a live stream. Bro, it was making me dizzy. There's no way I could walk around with a freaking eye patch. There's no way. I'm blind enough as it is. Like majorly blind.
Enthusiasm, whether it be New Jersey, Virginia, Iowa, Oklahoma, or even Arkansas tonight. In Texas itself, Democratic turnout has doubled since 2022. Trump's net approval has dropped 20 points. You have Cornyn, who's 13 points underwater. You have Paxton, who's public resources to cover up his affair, underwater by 9 points. Meanwhile, Crockett's net positive
All right, so from what I've seen, those incumbents, those rhinos needed to go. So they needed to get out. So that's a good thing for the Republican Party. That's not a bad thing. Like, yeah, I think you're misreading. I think you're misreading it. And you have a terrible haircut. So, yeah, I think you're misreading that whole thing, buddy. But hey, we want the rhinos out. We want like new people in. Yeah. So
10 points, and Talarico's net positive 18 points, right? So, there are 5 people on the ballot tonight, but this is really about one person, Donald Trump. And if you look at the
oh my gosh. If people were voting because they hated Donald Trump, Jasmine Crockett would win. That is the honest truth. She ran her entire ticket on Donald Trump hate. And if anybody could vote for anybody in Texas, if you're a Republican, Democrat, and you could just go vote for any party, Jasmine Crockett would have won in a landslide. A massive landslide, because they would want people in there that hate Trump. If that's what this election is, we hate Trump, it would have been Jasmine Crockett. That's my thought on that whole thing. They would have voted in these progressive people that never vote in what Trump wants to do. Never. Jasmine Crockett is number 1. Maybe number 2. She would have won this thing easy. I don't believe what this guy's saying. Like, look at your face, dude. Come on, man. That's some TDS right there. He said this election is about Donald Trump. Brother. Brother, give me a break.
national wins, it's a problem for Republicans in Texas. I think what's exciting is that whether
I don't think from what I have seen, I don't think it's a problem for Republicans. My own chat says Crenshaw's out. That's wonderful. The incumbent Rhino is going to have a runoff. That's wonderful. I don't think you understand or read the room or understand the temperature. I just think you hate Donald Trump, and you had an opportunity to take a stab at him. So you did. And then you clipped it out, apparently. Yeah, okay. So here's your profile. A dad fighting back against Trump and lowering costs in his neighborhood. Here's to show what Democrats can do running for Congress. That's you? Is that you, buddy? It is you. No one. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I'm sorry, chat. I didn't know who this guy was. His whole campaign is against Trump. All right, of course he's going to say that. And of course he's not going to know numbers. Of course he's not going to know what's going on. Of course he's not going to read the room. Of course he's just going to say stuff just to try to get his viewpoint out there. That's right.
Scary time. While Donald Trump tramples our Constitution, undermines our democracy, and tries to silence us. Prices are skyrocketing, families are hurting.
Donald Trump tries to silence us. Jimmy Kimmel was cut because nobody watches his show. So you lied right there. Why am I not surprised? Even if Jimmy Kimmel was pro-Republican and he had bad numbers and he was cut, it's I'm not going to get on here and be like, they cut him because he's a Republican. If you have a television show and no one's watching, then you're going to cut you. You're going to get fired. Like, what? I don't get this.
To silence us. Prices are skyrocketing.
Eggs are down. Eggs are down everywhere. You shouldn't have put eggs up there. That's for sure.
Rocketing. Families are hurting. And it feels like no one's doing anything about it. So I'm here at my home in Andover to tell you that I am running for Congress in Massachusetts' 6th Congressional
of course. Well, Massachusetts
District. The community
you got to say that in
raised me.
those towns.
I don't back down from a fight. I take it to MAGA every day in every way that I can. On TV, online, on podcasts, and directly in front of Donald Trump on Fox News, where I call out his hypocrisy and show Americans how government could be working for people. In the Biden-Harris administration, I helped deliver trillions in infrastructure, energy, education, and healthcare funding to community.
If you did so good, then why didn't Kamala win? Dang, bro, these people got nothing. They got nothing. Kind of sad. Running on the anger of Donald Trump is not like one more cope thing and we'll move on. I think it's funny.
Red has already stated. We encourage each and every one of you to remain resilient. We cannot allow this type of behavior to be rewarded, because so long as they know that they can win, even if it means cheating, then they will continue to do it. So I am asking you, I am begging you to make sure that you go ahead and figure out where it is that you are supposed to vote, stand in line, wait in line.
Wow. So it's okay for your side to say people were cheating, but it's not okay for us to say it. Wait a minute here. They're cheating. We weren't allowed to say that. Remember, Donald Trump couldn't say that. He couldn't say that they were cheating. You guys wanted to throw him in jail for saying that there was a rigged election, that there was cheating. You guys wanted everything in your power to lock him up. But if you say it, rules for thee, but not for thee. I think it's funny. Laugh at these people, brother. I'm trying to work. I'm getting worked up. Laugh at them. They lost. Laugh at them. Laugh at them. Almost 500 people here. Let's get into the real news, okay? The real topic. All right. I don't know why I was tagged in this multiple times, but this is important, everybody. Forget everything that's going on in the world right now. If you want the butt birth Rhino from Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, starring Jim Carrey, then your prayers, yes, my prayers, have been answered. Who says God doesn't answer prayers? All right. Who in this chat's like, I don't believe in your prayers, Shay? Well, explain this, okay? Explain it. That's right. The mechanical abomination is now for auction until March 25th. The butt birth Rhino from Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, is up for auction, expected to sell for $4,000 to $8,000. All right, who has been holding this entire time? If I own this thing, it will go in my front yard for the world to see. The world needs to see it. All right. People need to like just drive around, go to the front of the house, take a picture, and then on the weekends I'll give tours to the kids. You wanna like come out of the butt of a rhino? $10. We'll even record a nice TikTok for you to post for all your friends. It's right there. I mean, it's a $1 million idea right there. That's all I'm saying. Who wouldn't want to do that? I want to come out of a rhino's butt. Yeah. I said it. Do we have to be naked, Jay? No, I don't think so. It won't. I won't let it get that hot like it was in the movie. The joy of reenacting a film like this, just like over and over. We got to keep an eye on this. Like, where is the link? That's what I need to know. Where's the link to this? We gotta go in deep here. Where's the link? I need to find it. Is it on eBay? Someone send me the link. Where is it? What do we where I gotta know now. Now it's like it's crushing my soul. I gotta know where this is at. Oh. Where is this? All I got is a screenshot. Look at that thing, man. Planet Hollywood. Oh, it's a Planet Hollywood collection. Current bid is at 3,200 as of right now. Where is this? I gotta find this. Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls. All right, hold on. Let me type that in. Let me see if we can find it. When Nature Calls, Rhino for sale. All right, let's see. Come on, Google. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. All right, not on eBay. Okay. Is this it right here? I found it. I found it. All right, here we go. Let me put this up. Didn't take long. Jay's gonna start gaming from here, guys. What are you talking about? You mean to raise money for this? Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls. There it is. Oh man, right now the current bid is at 4,000. Look at that. Oh, dude, there it is. Look at that beauty. How much is it going to cost for them? No, from inside the Rhino. The thing is, how do you get this shipped to your house? That's what I want to know. Can you show a picture of the inside? All right, here we go. Man, we need to do a little repair work. Wait. The picture of the inside. Oh, sorry, I had it. There we go. Hold on. There's the inside. Wow, look at that. Just like the movie. Hasn't changed at all. Why does he have a heat lamp in there? I can just see my neighbors now with this thing being delivered. You know, with the trucks coming out. You know, and then like I'm like, just put it in the front yard for all to see. I wonder how the homeowners association will deal with that. Just like the movie, dude. Bro, if I had that thing, I would make so many videos, dude. Always I would make an entire YouTube channel around this Rhino. It would make me $1 million. I'm telling you, if you had this, it would make you a ton of money. Ace Ventura Rhino tax always goes to my brother from Canada. I can't wait to hang out with you, man, when I get to Toronto. It's gonna be great. I wonder if the fan works. Bring it to Oregon and put it in the Goonies. Oh, Jada's neighbors. Hey, Bob, how's it going? Like my new Rhino. It's going to be great. Always ghostly. It's going to be great. Are you telling me you don't think people would pay money to do this? And then if you filmed it and you just constantly put it on the TikTok, it would look at it. Bella Stella, you have been in my prayers. You, a Kohlhauser, Wasp, actually everyone that's dealing with, but yeah, since I know you guys personally, you guys have been in my prayers. I hope this thing gets resolved quickly so we can just go back to living, you know? Wicked says, I love these morning streams. It always ends up goofy. Well, I think everybody here loves you too, Wicked. Wicked, and I think Wicked and others. Maybe it's just her. I don't know. Like when I play Resident Evil 9, I'm gonna have my Discord open. So if you want to come in, and help, if you're available, I don't know if you're available. I'll have the Discord open. Jay's new pickup line. Want to see my Rhino? Oh, that'll get all the ladies involved. I'll tell you. That's gonna get all the ladies. Imagine buying this and have it shipped to like your friend's house. You know, they're like, all right, where are we going to put this thing? I know exactly where you're going to put it. Like ship it to like Jeremy and have it set up in his front yard. Yeah, you know what I mean? Send it to Blaine. Oh, man. Oh, man. Just think that a naked young Jim Carrey's buttocks has been in that chair. How did they get the cameras in there? That's what I want to know. All right, bro, the whole movie's coming back to me, man. What's your Discord, Jay? Bro, I'm never in Discord. Don't even bother. I just use it for the gaming. Discord's become I don't know. Yeah, why don't they show the butt? This image is provided for reference only. Oh, no, brother. What's going on, man? Aloha fam going through it. Could use some prayers. Of course, brother. My man all the way from Hawaii. Y'all lift him up, all right? I see you, Icanalist, Alexander 82, Old Racer, Steven, Z Highness, Skywalker, Leftard. Is that Exposer? Is that right? Dunhee over on Rumble. Binary Recoil, my man on Kick. Sizzle Chest. Man, I'm like beyond tempted here. Shipping information. All right, hold on. Let's do the shipping information. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Why did I do that? Good morning, Was. Says, need a Rhino ID to drive. Wait, need a Rhino ID to drive that? Will you wear a Croc to operate it? I had to slow down. I'm not going to make my, I'm not going to say things wrong. Oh, all right. We strongly advise all bidders to request a shipping quote prior to bidding. Oh, so they don't ship it. You got to take care of that yourself. Buyer pays all shipping costs. The buyer is responsible for all fees, including duties, tax, VAT, customs, and other charges for items shipped. All property must be shipped at the buyer's expense. It is each buyer's sole obligation and responsibility to be aware and comply with to bear all relevant import duties, taxes, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. It is the buyer's responsibility to ensure that any property purchased from prop store enters the shipping location lawfully. In the event of a customer refuse to accept shipping due to important duty, then the items returned to prop store and the customer shall be subject to a charge of 20%. All right. So real quick, can someone figure out what this thing would... All right. What do you think this would cost to ship? I'm assuming this is in California, right? This has got to be in California, I'm assuming. So this is the dimensions. How heavy is it, though? Oh, buyer's guide. Okay, hold on. Let's see what we got here. I'm like digging in, man. Like, I want to know. I want to know. Let's see. Credit card. Okay, it's in California. Wait. Prop store of London. Okay. Yeah. It's in California. Before the auction, every person or company wishing to make a bid requires a register. Okay. Shipping charge estimates. Prop store can't provide shipping estimates before the auction. Bidders request this information to email 3 days before the auction. All right. That doesn't really say much. If you're shipping to Florida, okay. Local tax, okay. Man, that's a lot. Shipping and storage. All right. The buyer's responsible. Got it. Live firearms? No, that's just no. Ace Ventura when nature calls. What is this? I've never heard of this place before. What am I missing here? I want that Rhino, dude. If I had, it would. So technically, it would cost me about $10,000 to get it here. All auctions. What is that from Jaws? They're selling the Jaws stuff? Whoa. Oh, it ended. Oh, upcoming. What? That would be kind of cool. Star Wars Empire Strikes Back C-3PO head. I'm like, Pirates of the Caribbean. What? That's it? They just show a picture? What is this? Preview gallery. Okay, it's up and coming. The Lord of the Rings. So what? Where do they get this stuff? There's no way that's from the movie. The Jaws gun. I'm like going crazy here. Sorry. Quince. It should be going for $500,000, dude. What? I don't have that kind of money. Please join my Patreon. If you please. I need about 50,000 Patreon followers today, and then maybe we could think about it. Also, shout out to the lurkers. If you just showed up and you're like, what is Jay Graham? We went through an election. Now we're going through movie prop stuff. Anything from RoboCop. A quick lurker shout out. What? This is crazy, man. Well, we have a buy it now. Oh no. All right, hold on. I gotta reshare the screen. Let's go through the buy it now stuff. I hope. What is this show, man? Buy it now. No. Get away. All right. Accept cookies. Sure. Dracula. What is this? League of Gentlemen. What's all this British pound stuff, man? What about American money? There's no way to change it. All right, let's see what we got. It's not as exciting as the other stuff. All right, there's Quinn. That's live right now. Wow. Wolf of Wall Street. Telephone. Muppets Most Wanted. Dang, V for Vendetta. I don't know, man. Like, this is Return of the Jedi. What is that? $400 for a storyboard? Nah. The Darth Vader screen matched hero dual lightsaber from Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi sold for $3 million. Jeez. $3 million. Look how beat up that thing looks. Spider Unlimited said, imagine Jay buying the Rhino and it arrives at his house on a flatbed. The looks of his neighbor's eyes. He tries to crank like Ace. You know what would be hilarious is if they brought it to the house, I stick it in the front yard, and then the neighbors see me crawling out of the butt of the Rhino. Well, like they're out there walking their dog, taking their kids to school, and they're like, "What's coming out of that Rhino?" It's Jay. Oh man, I was like, "It's okay, kids. You can play too. Let's go." Bro, I didn't even know this website existed. I really didn't know. What is this? Star Wars: A New Hope. Fly creature head. Let's see. I was looking for pirate stuff. What the freak is that? I guess there's something for everyone. They like these movies. A lot of League of Extraordinary Gentlemen stuff. All right, anyway. I didn't mean to bore you guys. I didn't know this thing existed. Oh no. No. You're selling Indiana Jones's hat? Ah. Huh. Man. What a business. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade whip. It's sold. I got to log in to see the price. All right. All right. Took a little detour. Oh, dude. All right. One last little look. Sorry. That gladiator helmet would be freaking sick, though, wouldn't it? Are you guys bored? This is fun. It's a little different, right? That gladiator helmet, man. The jaw stuff and the like. Bro, look at this. Hold on. Hold on. Look at this. Razor says, let's keep it moving. Well, because you said that, I'm going to keep looking at this stuff for another 5 minutes. Pirates of the Caribbean at World's Ends. Pirates on Stranger Tides. Captain Jack Sparrow is looking to sell at $200,000. I did ask. You're right. I did ask. I always said if there's like a billionaire that watches the show, I know you're out there. If you ever wondered what good old Jay would like, you know, that's kind of cool. $200,000. Jeez. Welcome to the morning mixer. RIP. Dang, man. Fine, Cole Hauser. That hurt, man. I thought of all people, you would appreciate that. All right, let's go back and talk about the news. Need a Rhino? I got that. When California hits Florida, culture shock level 1,000. No waves, cheap gas, humidity attacks. Oh.
Oh my God. Gas is only $2? That's so crazy. Oh my God. 93? They don't have this in California. Oh God. I thought Californians were bad. Good old Waffle House. It doesn't get better than this. But what the fuck is that? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is the biggest bug I've ever seen. Keep Florida. Kind of crazy. Okay, someone take it. Oh my God.
Jay needs a human-sized king Starscream crown. I don't mind if they come to visit, but we're full. Jay, you missed a blunderbuss. I can't look at it anymore. Cole Hauser's upset. I'm just joking, man. I know he's not upset. But then the weather in Florida is whack. What? It can get a little spicy here in Florida, that's for sure. I know. I was just joking, man. You don't have to all caps me. We do have better gas. Where was I? Oh my gosh, we got totally distracted here. Let's see. I don't know if this is worth a watch, but getting arrested in the state of Florida saved my life. The Florida criminal justice system gave me the tools and opportunity to become the man I am today, and I thank God that they caught me. I owe the LEOs the judge, and the prosecutor my gratitude. Well, that's something you don't really see every day, huh?
The state of Florida saved my life. I had been struggling with addiction, in and out of jail. I even went to prison in another state. But when I got arrested in the state of Florida was the turning point that I built my recovery on. The great state of Florida is unapologetically tough on crime, but they also know when to temper that with mercy. I was facing very serious real-life consequences for my own actions, for the things that I did. But a judge in the state of Florida saw something in me that I'd never even seen in myself. He did something that nobody had ever done for me before. He gave me the opportunity to go to treatment while I was facing trial. And it was a 6-month intensive inpatient treatment program that I went through. It wasn't easy. By the time I went back before that judge, I had not only completed that program, I was a manager working there. Also working at an outpatient facility. In fact, if you got a DUI in Volusia County, Florida, you had to come and see me. I was a gutter junkie before this. I was as bad as you could possibly get. Today, I own my own recovery coaching business. I have a wife. I have kids. I own my own home. I've gotten to travel the entire country, going into treatment facilities and prisons, reaching back and being able to offer the hope and experience that I have to other men. I've gotten to work with some incredible people in law enforcement, including working with Chris Hansen in the Blount County Sheriff's Office out of Alabama. I wake up every single day and I ask God to use me to help others. But I wouldn't have any of that if law enforcement, prosecutors, and judges in the state of Florida hadn't taken a chance on me. I'm in the process of getting my felonies in the state of Oregon expunged. In the state of Florida, it's a little bit different. I literally have to have the governor sign off on that, which admittedly, you guys, is an absolute long shot. And if I have to live the rest of my life with the stigma of being a convicted felon, I absolutely earned that. But I've seen the miracles that can happen through surrendering to God, taking full accountability of your own actions and transforming your life. So that's the miracle that I'm praying for. And I'm hoping that God will use my life and my story as a burning example for all of those, that your past does not have to define who you are, and it does not have to determine your future. And I want to take all you guys on that journey with me. So let's see how it goes. One love, y'all.
That's pretty cool. You like to see people like change their life and turn it around, you know? That's what it's all about, right? That's what it's all about. People doing good. If you get a coronation cape, will you wear it? The Starscream one? You got to have the crown, man. It doesn't work without the crown, brother. Eldridge for 20. Can we take a moment to remember Dawn? It's been 2 years now. She was the most amazing person, and I still miss her. If Jay is the best of G&G, then Dawn is the best of the Rebellion. R.I.P. She passed away 2 years ago. The last time I saw Dawn was at the MegaCon meetup. And she passed out in line. She got in line to see Gina, and she passed out. And Gina took her back. Gina had the paramedics take her to the back area, so she spent like 10 minutes with her and stuff. And then she went back. Go. It's all good, B, man. Do your thing, man. Then I took Dawn to Universal Studios like 3 times on her own. She came down to Florida, and I met her there, and she got a wheelchair and stuff. There was like one other person with us. Wasn't that many. Yeah, and then that I'll never forget. It was her pastor that reached out to me and told me that she passed away, and we ended up Achromatic Chronicles Blue. We took 10% of the money made and gave it to what she was raising money for. You guys remember that? We gave, and a lot of people in the chat gave to that too. I think it was a grand total of $15,000 when it was all said and done. She was raising money for poor kids in New York to go to summer sports camp. Yeah. And I told the church, I told the pastor, I remember that, man. Wow. I told the pastor, I was like, how much is she short by? He's like, I think he said like 14,000. I said, we'll cover it all. We'll pay it all. You don't have to fundraise. You don't have to go to the church. We'll pay it all. So I took the profits from Blue. We took some of the profits and then we don't. And then a lot of other people, I remember throwing that out and like people gave, you know, I was like, we did all that. We don't talk about it too much because I don't want to come off as like bragging or anything, you know, because that's not what it was about. So, yeah. What did she pass from? I don't know. She was almost 50 years old and she lived in New York. Yeah, she was a good one, man. She was a good one. She had my number. She was always texting me scripture verses and encouragement. And yeah. Yeah. She was sick with something. I'm not sure. But yeah, I remember that. I remember talking to the pastor and I was like, we're going to cover the whole thing. And then whatever's left over, put it into next year. And that was from all of you guys that were around during that time. That's before I was doing these morning live streams. It was before that. I was just doing Saturday live streams on the Drunk 3PO channel. So, yeah, it was pretty cool. I'm so sorry that I didn't get to give her a J action figure of her own, so we gave it to Gina. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Good people seem to pass on a lot, but the bad ones seem to keep going. Doesn't seem right. The only thing I could say about that is that God is giving them some more time to repent. And the good ones, he's like, enough of this pain of this world, you know? Enough of these pain. Come into heaven, man, where you could eat your fill, laugh and smile and never get sick again. Gina even tweeted about it. Yeah. Yeah. Her work was done. And we finished it. We helped finish it for her, you know? Good old Dawn. Dawn was always in the chat being positive. Yeah, yeah. She was a good one. She was a good one. Let's see. Dawn was always in my chat talking to me. She was a great friend and she's an angel. A great friend. I wish I could have met her, Jay. She had a heart of an angel. Yeah, she was good. She was good. She had dizzy spells, you know? She had dizzy spells and she passed out a lot. Yeah, she had dizzy spells, but she's looking down at all of you, slapping some of y'all on the head. Jay, you're a good man. Oh man, I don't know about all that. We do our best, you know. Shows there's plenty of good in the world, and most of the good ones are right here. I'm proud to be part of this for the ones still with us and the ones who moved on. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. She was a good one. She is a good one. Speaking of like the best of us, shoes I could never fill, man. You know, like Tim Tebow was speaking in Congress the other day. This is wild stuff, man.
Let's have a look here at what just the Interpol images show, what we're looking at in terms of content of unidentified exploited children by the numbers. 84% of the images were of actual sexual abuse, not simulated, but actual. 47% of the NCMEC images contained extreme abuse, including actual rape. 60% of unidentified victims are under 12. 60%. 65% of unidentified victims are girls, and almost 5% of the images were infants. These are just extraordinary numbers that give a sense of the scope of the epidemic that we're dealing with here. Let me put up another poster that you referenced and ask you to explain what it is. It's a diagram of the United States, a map of the United States with these pinpoints all over it. Can you tell us what this image depicts?
Yeah, that's a DOJ database, and every one of those red dot maps is a unique IP address that is downloaded, shared, or distributing child rape images, almost all under the age of 12. And that's just a 6-month screenshot of it, and there are over 338,000 on there. And if you could also look, there's blue dots on there. You can't really see them, but the blue ones are the ones that are under investigation.
In a sea of red.
Isn't that a problem of what we're talking about?
It's unbelievable. It's overwhelming. So let me ask you, against all of this backdrop, tell us about Operation Renewed Hope, what it is, how it works to help kids who are unidentified, who are trapped in abuse. What does Operation Renewed Hope do?
Well, it does a few things. It's bringing together law enforcement and victim identification specialists from all over the world to work together in the same room with the best technology and the best training. And it's amazing what happens when you do that, to be able to see the results. Operation Renewed Hope 1 had 316 identifications. The next one, Renewed Hope 2, had 417 identifications. Renewed Hope 3 had 387 identifications. And with all of that, over 550 of the boys and girls have been safeguarded. And we're praying that Operation Renewed Hope 4 blows the first 3 away.
So it's a surge of resources, forensic analysis, tools for victim identification. It's a surge of resources for a few weeks. Is that right?
2-week sprint. Yes.
2-week sprint. So just imagine what might be possible if instead of a 2-week sprint, we made it permanent. If Congress permanently surged resources toward victim identification.
Well, I think to back up for just a second, a few things that are important to mention is at C3, the Cybercrime Center, who is the best of the best in this space, there are 10 victim identification specialists. And one of the things that we are asking Congress is to authorize so that they can hire more. That's one of the things the Renewed Hope Act does, is it allows them to hire 200 positions. 70 of them will be at C3 and 130 of them will be in the field. So imagine our chance of fighting back against this evil if we go from 10 to 200. We have much better odds. Could you imagine if any business or any area in life, and we would say, you got at least 89,000 boys and girls that you have to identify. And hey, here's 10 people that are amazing, and they're the best, and I love them very much. But it's 10 people's job to do that. And what area do we think we would be successful with those odds and those numbers? And that's one of the things that that Renewed Hope Act changes. And then I would say another thing is I would ask that we would fully fund the ICACs, so that the ICACs could have all their funding, because they do amazing work in so many of the states and localities and districts around America that do this work as well. And so I think both of those would be two big asks that would make a radical difference.
That's just in America. So he's pushing for I see you, Doug. I see you with the supers and about Dawn. I see you. We'll get to it. He's pushing for there we go.
Former NFL star, I guess he's a sports commentator, Gator, Tim Tebow.
He's pushing for a new bill, right?
Joining us. This is so infuriating to me. It's so heartbreaking. Some of these kids are barely out of diapers.
Oh, a lot of them aren't.
I mean, what What needs to happen to stop this and to track down the identity of those perpetrators and the victims?
A whole lot needs to happen. I would say number one is that we got to create a bigger army that is fighting this. Right now at C3, the Cybercrime Center, they're just some of the best in the world. But there's only 10 victim identification specialists there. And you're telling me that it's 10 people's job to identify 89,000. That is impossible for them to do. And they're the best. I was there this morning. They're incredible. I love them so much. But we got to create a bigger army that is trained with the right technology and equipped to be able to fight against this evil, because it is one of the fastest growing crime types in the world. A few years ago when we were testifying, that number was at 57,000. Now it's at 89,000. And that's with thousands of boys and girls that have been identified with the amazing law enforcement and the NGOs and nonprofits that are working against it, and it's still that high. And that's just one database. That's just ICSA database from Interpol. There's also CADE, there's Australian, there's HSI database, there's FBI database. There's so many databases. And one thing we also need to do is have them work together so that they can have an international treaty that leads to a deconfliction, so you can actually get all the ground truth.
Do you feel that God is calling you to fight at this moment on this? And do you feel the forces against you? Because the closer you get to solving something, the more, in my view, the devil comes at you.
Yes and yes, but I also would believe this would be one of the biggest reasons of why I'm created. With the little strength that I have, wasn't to carry a football, to be able to lift up these image bearers of our Creator and bring them to a place of protection, of hope and love. And when people actually really see the boys and girls that go through this, you can't never unsee it. And so many times when we just talk about, because it makes people uncomfortable. It is uncomfortable, but compassion is also uncomfortable. I do not believe that you can have a life of comfort and compassion at the same time, because compassion literally means to be moved from your most inward parts. It is uncomfortable, but we have to be willing to be uncomfortable one day so that these boys and girls can be comfortable.
There's so much evil in this world, you know. I don't know if I have any more clips, but it's like, where do you even begin, you know? Our government won't even I don't even know what to say. It's horrible. It's just freaking evil, you know? I'm trying to, like, I don't know, where do you even begin with all that? Oh, anyway. Let's see.
Good morning, Chairman Hawley, Ranking Member Durbin, distinguished members of the committee. Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor and really a privilege and humbling to be here with all of you, Miss Julia, Miss Stacia, Yasmin, and Miss Jane. It really is humbling and feel unworthy to be sitting beside all of you. So thank you so much for your work. As you mentioned, I'm so blessed to be a part of the Tebow Foundation, and we exist to bring faith, hope, and love to those needing a brighter day in their darkest hour of need. But to really sum it up, it's to fight for people that can't fight for themselves. And I believe that's exactly why we're here today. Several years ago, we were finishing a leadership meeting, and I looked at Camille, our VP of Anti-Human Trafficking and Child Exploitation, and she had a very sober look on her face. And I said, Camille, what is it? What's breaking your heart? And she wrote down the number 20,000. And I said, Camille, 20,000 what? And she said, 20,000 boys and girls. That's the best guess of what law enforcement can see in rape and abuse images, but yet they're categorized as unknown, unidentified. So that led us to a meeting in Lyon, France with HSI, FBI, Interpol, Europol, NICMIC, Google, ONIMI, and 18 other countries to find out, okay, what actually is the closest thing to the truth? And it wasn't 20,000. It was 57,000 boys and girls in the ICSA database that have yet to be identified. And that led us to Renewed Hope 1, 2, and 3, which identified over 1,100 boys and girls, and over 550 of them have been safeguarded so far. And right now, 30 minutes away at C3, the Cyber Crime Center, which is just so many of the best investigators and agents that America has to offer. They really are incredible. We just came from there, and I just want to thank them because they are the tip of the spear and the best of the best. And right now, the biggest operation ever in the fight against child exploitation is taking place with 30 countries, 34 agencies, 94 investigators and victim identification specialists, and hopefully it will be one of the biggest operations ever in history. But the problem is that the number now is not 57,000. With all of the work that all of these people and amazing law enforcement agents and nonprofit NGOs are doing all around the world, the number is not 57,000 like we said 2 years ago. It's over 89,000. We are losing the battle and we are losing the war, and boys and girls are suffering for it. And to give you an idea of the scope of what's happening in America, there's a red dot map right over there over my right shoulder, and that's just a 6-month screenshot of the US. And every red dot that is on there is someone that is downloading, sharing, or distributing child rape images, almost all under the age of 12. And there's over 330 of them just in that 6-month screenshot. And we know that 55 to 85% of them are also hands-on offenders, and we know that your average offender has 13 victims in their lifetime. The scale of harm right here in America is, to a certain extent, hard to comprehend, but that's why we're here. And when you knock down one of those doors, you also have no idea how many boys and girls you're going to find. From Operation Renewed Hope 1, one of the doors that was knocked down, when they went in and seized his computer, they found that he also had raped 30 other boys and girls in that neighborhood.
God dang it.
So
God.
there's a lot of work to do.
That is.
And Ranking Member Durman, you're right. We have to be able to act. A little over a year ago, I was at one of our protection centers, and a protection center has extra security because there's still a bounty and a price on these girls and young women's lives. And I was walking through the counseling rooms, and I walk up to one of the counseling rooms, and it's this beautiful couch, and it's got teddy bears and toys and children's. And right behind the couch, there's a window. And right behind the window is the wall, and it's the edge of the protection center. I look up to the top of the wall, and it's the razor wire all the way around the top. And I'm just looking at this picture, and it's a surreal picture because inside, those girls are going to be cherished and loved and protected and cared for. But on the outside, they went through an earthly form of hell. And I'm standing there looking at this picture, and one of our team members comes and whispers in my ear as I'm looking at this picture. And he said, "Man, isn't it such a thin line between tortured and treasured?" And he was right. It is a thin line between tortured and treasured. And you are that thin line. And all of you are that thin line. But we have to have more people on that line, and we have to do a whole lot more, and we have to do it faster. Because every day we wait, they're suffering, they're crying. And I believe right now, many of them are praying that we would respond. But how are we really going to respond? Because I ultimately also believe that this is what we're called to do. And what is calling me, and in my opinion, the best definition is an urgent and divine invitation to accept responsibility for a particular task. But the question is, will we actually accept the responsibility of caring for these boys and girls and truly protecting them? Or are we just going to continue to talk about it? Because there's so much we can do, but the question is, will we? Thank you for having me, and thank you for letting me be a part.
I mean, like, if they have the it's like if they have the chart, I don't even know where to begin with this stuff, man. Like, it's just like the Epstein stuff and all this. It's just it's It's demonic and evil, man. It's just that's what it is. It's horrible. Yeah, how many people from our government is involved in all this, you know? It's hard to like not to bring up Haiti, but when the earthquake happened in Haiti, um when I went over there to like serve and all that stuff, it was one of the biggest problems were that when a lot of the when all the parents of these children were killed, the children were left to fend for themselves that didn't die in the earthquake. And it took less than a month for traffickers to get over there and take them and put them, you know, and put them in. They brought them to they brought them to Dominican Republic and set up shop for people to abuse those kids. Um, it was awful. They estimated 14,000 children were taken in an hour from Haiti to the Dominican Republic. Um, and immediately put you could Google it. It's right there. It's not like it was not like it was hidden. That was and then when they found the people that were running the ring, it was it was the police department in Boca Chica, Dominican Republic. Freaking police department, man. I'm trying to see like what else did I anyway, we can go on and on and on. Like the thing is, it's just it's freaking the world is evil, man. It's evil. I have zero faith in our government would even care to do anything. That's the problem. You know, if Trump passed a law right now to like execute these people, there'd be white women protesting to keep them alive. Oh man. Good on you. That's a good man right there. That's a good man. Don't even get me started on the Clinton Foundation. I saw it firsthand that they did absolutely nothing. You know? Firsthand. In the country. Firsthand, they did absolutely nothing. What happened to our society that created so many sick people? Evil. 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 Evil, dude. It's been going on since time existed, you know? Always evil. You know? How did they get the upper hand? Well, when you remove when you remove God from everything, what is there to replace it with? You know? They used to like they when you remove God from everything, when you remove God from people's lives, they replace it with something else. What a show, man. Holy crap. Old Man Hatfield gave 5 gifted memberships to the channel. Here's your Rose Tico. Little crack in the deep talk. I see you, Yellow Flash. Cole Hauser says it's great to hear of the reflection of good people. Hearing about Dawn makes me want to improve my life further. Yeah, Dawn was a good one. You know, God puts good people in your life. He sprinkles it here and there. And when it's time to go home, he takes them home, you know. Doug B for 50. Dawn and I had the same birthday, October 5th. She was my birthday buddy. That's right. Man, shout out $50, man. Shout out, man. So Predon Corpse over on Kick with triple kicks, man. And over on Rumble, people want to think that child sacrifice don't exist anymore. Yeah. Yellow Flash says, all I need in life is Jesus, family, friends, and dumbbells. Yellow Flash has gone to war and he's winning. Thank you for the $50 donation, brother. Clauser says, I posted a pic of Tim with a good friend of mine. She's working with Tim's organization. There's still great people out there making a difference. Of course. Listen, like we do our best here, you know? And every the thing is when you see someone like Tim Tebow and others that like they go like this extra mile, it doesn't mean what you're doing in this world is not important. You know, just taking care of your family, just making sure like your children are safe and protected, checking in on your friends. That's just as important. It's so important. The little things that go unnoticed are one of the most important things. And people, you know, they need that. Because every day, people are dealing with mistakes that they've made, past pains, people feeling alone, like they have no purpose or no value. The whole reason why this whole rebellion thing started was Gina Carano one day in an interview with Ben Shapiro of all people said, it's time for us to create and do our own thing. Welcome to our rebellion. Basically saying like, it's not a political thing. It's more like rebelling against your fears and go out there and be who you were supposed to be. Always. Always. You have to walk in that. And some of you just need to be a good dad. You need to be good at work. You need to be good at encouraging. You need to be good at sending an email every now and then, making sure everybody's okay. You know? And the reason why we don't feel purpose or value, because sometimes we don't see that it's right in front of us. It is right in front of us. It's right in front of us. The whole world could be doom and gloom or whatever. It's like everything online is like a fake reality for some. You know? Some of you guys want to be a writer. Go write. No one's gonna read you. It doesn't matter. You go write. Rebel against that fear. Rebel against the lies that people told you that you're not good enough or that you can't do it. You know? Because you guys have taken like we take criticism and stuff and failures and we live in that failure saying like we'll never be good enough. That's not true. You know, it's not true. Some of you guys love taking care of animals. Some of you guys, single mom, single dad, whatever. You got to do what you got to do. Church or whoever might reject you or whatever. Like, it doesn't matter. It's like you have a purpose. Like, don't let the world, people of the world, and that goes for like religious leaders or whatever, tell you that you don't have value in this world. You have value. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna screw up royally. You're gonna make blunders that are gonna make people upset. You're gonna do things that people are probably gonna hate you for. It's life, man. It is freaking life. It is freaking life. You gotta keep going. You gotta keep going. Real people will stick around in your worst of times. And they'll be like, hey, man, I don't appreciate what you did, but, let's just walk through it. It's just one of those things, It's just one of those things. And it's just every day you take a step closer into being who you're supposed to be. Remember they tried to rename? Yeah. That's so weird. It's rebelling against the demons in our lives, physical and metaphysical. Yeah. And it's not easy, man. The pain of lost love, the pain of mistakes, the pain of being alone, the pain of all that stuff, it hurts. It freaking hurts. But you have to do everything in your power to not let that defy you as a person, no matter what the world tells you. Family members will come and go, and there's nothing, some people grew up with a bad family, And just because you see others with good families, don't let that define you. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how it is. Everybody has a story, man, and they're all walking through it. And it's like, you just have to keep going, man, and not give up. And don't end up like one of these people that we talk, you know what I mean? Like, these people just get the evil of this world is all around you guys, man. And you guys got to be the lighthouse, the shining lights, whether it's just putting on a smile, and proving to the world that yes, I've messed up. Yes, I've got problems. Yes, no one believes in me, but I know this is what I got to do. And I'm going to get through it, and I'm going to get to it, whether it takes a month, whether it takes a year, whether it takes 2 years, And let all those people talk behind your back for a reason. They're behind you for a reason. You know that, right? Those people that will talk behind your back, family members that will talk behind your back, the people that hated your decision will talk behind your back. They're behind you for a reason. North heard it for 20. I think we were in a much darker place a few years ago, and the Fellowship, the 199, the Rebellion. It's like Gandalf coming back from the turn of the tide. I believe we have made a positive impact, and that gives me hope. I'll say this, like we talked about Dawn, God rest her soul. There's good people in here. We've done a lot of cool things in this little community, This community alone helped build an orphanage in El Salvador a few years back. You guys practically funded a special needs home in Mexico. Every time you buy every time you buy from me from 9line, we're helping veterans get back on their feet and back with their families. You know what that and you guys will never see that like up close. But man, just know that. It's just know how cool that is. There's an entire community filled with people that served our country that needed help. And because you got one of these freaking 9line Rebellion shirts, the fun things that we wear, the shirt, the Transformers one, whatever, we make fun shirts. Like, you're helping those people, man, get back on their feet. You're helping restoring families. That is what the world needs. You know what I'm saying? Like, so feel good about that kind of stuff. It's cool, man. You guys are all a part of it. Your fingerprints are all over that stuff. And there's a couple more people we're gonna help along the way. You know, we do what we can. We can't help everybody. I wish we could, but we, you know, we do a couple things here and there. It's awesome, man. It's awesome what happens here. You know? And that is our way of doing our best to combat the evil that's in this world. We have to try, you know. I joke about 9line a lot with you on Twitter, but I love that it makes an actual difference too. Yeah. That's why I have never left that company, you know? You know? That's why I'm like, as long as they'll have me, I always want to be with that company because it's just I've seen firsthand I've seen firsthand how cool like the stuff that they've done. So the issue with that, Bruce. I think a lot of people could say that. You know, wasted many years with not worthwhile people. I think a lot of people could say that. Um, so many times, and I'm not saying you, Bruce. I'm not saying you. So many times, people go an extra mile to try to impress or maintain a relationship with something that's just toxic. You know, whether that's with family, whether that's with like certain people. You know, like we try to like impress them or something. It's like it's not worth it. It's not worth it. You got to root some of these people out of our lives, you know? And it sucks that some of them are your own family members that could be so toxic in your life. Family that would rather have people that hate you around them than have you there, you know? It sucks. I didn't mean to get so deep and you know. Pre-Dawn Corpse just keeps sending me kicks over on Kick. Sometimes we just need a little kick in the face, right? This is cool right here. This is cool. Hold on, let me show this. Wait, did I all caught up? I lost a lot of my friends in 2020 due to politics. I gained the same amount back by joining the 199. I love you all like family. Yeah. I hear you, man. You just got to keep going, man. They're out there. A deaf girl tries AI glasses that provide closed caption for conversations in real time. The future is cool.
Oh my god. Jello.
We cutting onions today, people. We cutting onions.
Happy birthday, Kendall. I love you.
Kendall. I love you. Kendall.
Can you see the words? The words. Yes?
What? Yeah. Oh my god. Hello. Hello. Oh my god. Hear me?
Let me.
That's cool. Who's freaking cutting onions over here? Stop it. I'm trying to run a professional show here. I'm gonna have to go off camera for just a second. Holy crap. That's right. I'm not crying. You're crying. There's good in the world, you know? There's good in the world. There's good. You guys are good people, man. There's good people in the world. You know what I mean? Just get up, y'all, man. Get up, y'all. Y'all can do this. I gotta find something else quick, man. Man, I'm like, I got tears coming down my eyes, bro. Oh. I almost got into like the work I did in like Dominican Republic was I remember I think that was the first thing when I never wanted to I'm like scrolling through all my stuff here. Hold on. I don't want you guys to look at my big face. Ryan's black girlfriend, can I leave a life of crime? When we I remember Dominican Republic, the first like I never when I started YouTube, I never wanted it to like get out that I lived in Haiti or did anything like that because it was like that was like I felt like that was a time in my life I kind of closed the book a little bit, you know, on that. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want people to like think, you know, I'm some kind of freaking hero to the world. Like that's what I did. I didn't want that. So and then it got leaked. I don't know how it got leaked, but they we so I said, you know what? If that's the case, I remember I had 3,000 subscribers and we were finishing up a home in Dominican Republic for like well now that we've started, if you guys want to stick around for this, fine. If not, y'all could go. It's all good. This is like after hours stuff. We started I said, look, if anybody wants to help, I really want to finish this. I really want to finish this home for the special needs kids. So in Dominican Republic, let's see, maybe this is it here. Do I still have this video? Oh yeah, here it is. Dominican Republic, we found these kids by the airport, right? All right, I'm going to show this. We found these I do have a video of this. We found these kids by the airport and they were look at my old editing skills. This was the home. This is what I asked. I was like, "Can we finish this home please for these kids?" So like we found these kids and they're all like special needs kids. Camera's shaky. But like see that? Look at that smile, right? They can't walk, they're paralyzed, they got special needs. So what happened was like they were put by the airport on the ground on a carpet with a bucket, right? And so they were just laid out. They just were left out there all day. So the government let an organization take them, right? You can see how they're crippled. They can't, they can't. They're just laying in bed. I won't show the whole thing. So they let. Here I am with one of them here. This is Emilio. Look at my big face. I was explaining, I was like, we want to finish the home, right? Long story short, there was an organization there that took these kids off the street and put them in a home that wasn't finished. And so they asked me if I could ask people, yeah, his name is Emilio, if they can, he's in a wheelchair. So I was like, yeah, no problem. No problem. And yeah, here we are with some of the kids. Look at that young Jay. Look at that haircut. So we asked if we could put them in a home. Sorry. I'm like lost in my thought here. I asked my YouTube people if you could help me finish this home 7 years ago when I first started YouTube. And you guys came through and the home is built. That's pretty cool. So they're doing great now. And then now, like all these years later, they're getting the government funding that they deserve to take care of these kids. Last report I got was 2 years ago. They're doing so good. They're doing so good. Anyway, I bring this up just to tell you that for those that were there, you guys did such good work because I couldn't have done it on my own. And you guys saved so many lives in this community. That's the only reason why I brought this up. It had nothing to do with and like I said, the last report I got was that they're doing above and beyond great. So a lot of things have changed in those times. But the house got built. We only needed like $7,000 at the time to finish that. And it got finished all because of you guys. Had nothing to do with me. I just happened to be the guy that walked there, right? So I had nothing to do with me, but had everything to do with this community coming through and helping. So that's what I wanted to share, like how awesome this group of people were. I was watching that video. It's just like my mind went back in time for a few years. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. You guys are awesome, man. Rook taking Rooks became a member. Thank you. I know I was just rambling and bumbling, so I think that was about the time I started watching. Yeah. Is that your XXXL days? Actually, that was my XL days. When you living in a I wanted to, man, you should have been here sooner. Oh. Putting together a mission trip, Jay? I could, but I mean, it kind of puts life in perspective that you ain't got it. We might have some if you're watching me on the internet, you might not have it that bad, right? You might not have it that bad. It was all about it's all about helping those that can't help themselves, You know what I mean? So, and the fact that you guys look, I lost 100 viewers when I started sharing that stuff. All right. Anyway, forget all that stuff. I don't want to. All right. Look, this is what's really cool right here. Come on, man. Who had the Devastator set? Who had the Devastator set? Don't get me going on those days, and that was a few years ago, but y'all did good. That was all because of you guys. Has nothing to do with me. All because of you guys. I ain't gonna start crying over that stuff. All right, now we're back to normal, right? We're back to normal. Believe me, if I asked them to put a mission trip together for us to go to the Dominican Republic and see all those places, they would jump at it. All right. Anyway, just had to bring back reality, all right? Bring back reality. I don't know what else. Like that's maybe I'm trying to see if I got everything else. I think we're good. Anyway, no matter what, today, make it the best you can. Take a couple steps closer to your goals. Take a couple steps closer to your dreams, you know. Be the reason someone smiles today. Take 5 minutes out of your day and read your Bible. And if you're breathing right now, there's a reason why you're here, you know, and just remember that. You know, there's a reason why you're here, and don't ever let anyone take that away from you. You know? Don't let anyone take that away from you. God is good even in your ugly, ugly, ugly mess. MegaCon on the horizon. I hope to see you in Daytona. Yes, sir. That'll be awesome. That'll be awesome. All right, I'm ending on that. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for what a show, man. Holy crap. We went from freaking buying this. X-Wing missed everything. We went from we spent 20 minutes on how I could buy this thing and bring it to my front yard to freaking Tim Tebow, to Dawn, God rest her soul, and everything in between. Holy crap, what a show. Only in the mornings. Only in the mornings. Get out there and laugh today, people. Get a smile, show some love. And all right, whatever, I'm done. I'm hitting